Hey, I'm Jesus from Acropolis Games. And I have an arm growing out of me. Jake?
Yeah, what's up? Hey,
Jesus?
Jake.
We're going to be talking about the Rose King. Jake, what do you think about the Rose King? Have you ever played this?
I've never played. This is one I have not played yet. You're gonna teach me it right now.
That's why we're doing this. We're doing this so you can learn.
So
Jake,
we can
you're going
all
to learn
learn.
something.
The more you know.
It's true. And then there's a rainbow. That was... Never mind. All right, so this is Rose King. The object of the game is to get these tokens of your color on the board. Here's how you do that. On your turn, you're allowed to take one of the 3 possible actions. You'll notice that these cards have some information on them. There's crowns on them, there's Roman numerals on them, and then there's a sword pointing. When you are dealt your cards, you're going to orientate the crown towards the crown at the top of the board. So mine are technically upside down to me. On your turn, when you play a card, you're going to choose a card, look at the number, and look at the direction of the sword. So this is going to say that I can move this crown, that I move it 2 spaces down. So I would go 1, 2. And then I would take my color rose, these are all double-sided tokens, and put it here. And then this would be discarded.
So you are going to be white.
Yes.
And I'm going to be red.
Sure. And then it would be your turn. You don't draw back up. So now on your turn, you choose a card, and so which card do you want?
I choose only from these 5?
Yep.
This one.
Okay, so that is going to allow you to move 3,
1, 2.
and then you place a red token underneath it. Great, that's discarded. So back to my turn. On my turn, I could choose to draw a new card, and then my turn is over. You can only have 5 cards. So now it would be your turn again. So you could choose to play a card. So let's...
What's the third action?
The third action, that's good. Let's reset this a little bit just to pretend that you have this in your arsenal. The third action is to play one of these specialty cards, which are 2-sided. Play them all face up, it doesn't matter. So you play an action card with one of these. So this case, we would be playing these 2 cards together, which would allow you to move the crown 3 spaces backwards. So go ahead and do that, Jake. But you landed on mine. That is an illegal move unless paired with one of these. Then you take over my territory
Is it just
and
flip over?
flip it over. And then this is discarded. So this is a really powerful thing you can do. However, you can only do it 4 times per game.
All right.
Now, let's talk about the most complex part of this game that confuses most people, which is the end game scoring. So we're going to randomly set this up so I can show you how to do that. That's perfect right here, Jake. So, cool. So we threw more even though I just said it was perfect. That's fine. I understand. So what you're going to do is you're going to count up your tokens, let's get the crown out of here, that are adjacent. And by adjacent, I mean share a full side. So, in this case, white has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are all sharing one whole side, right? It can be a line too. So let's say down here. So 1, 2, 3. You see how they're...
Yeah, so like an unbroken...
Yep, an unbroken
cluster.
chain or cluster. Yeah, because you're trying to control the most area. Now, here's the cool part. So you're going to add this up. So what is that? That's 5 times itself. So this would actually score me 25 points. And then I would remove them from the board, writing down my 25 points. And then this is 1 times 1. So 1 point, 1 times 1, 1, 2 times 2. So this is 4. So you want...
I got wrecked.
Yeah, so you want to control the most area that you can. And that's how you play the Rose King. All right, so this was your first look at the Rose King, and you didn't even get to play it all the way through.
Not yet.
But do you feel confident that you could actually teach this to someone?
Yeah, that was a very elegant and simple instruction. I seem to fully understand how the game works now. and feel like I could definitely beat you in it. So,
I'm not sure about that last part.
but yeah, I could easily just now go buy this game, take it home, play with friends, and I'm pretty sure within 10 minutes we could be playing it just fine.
So this is part of the Cosmos 2-player line. So this is a strictly 2-player game. It's a great little strategy game. Now, how much do you think this goes for? Nice box, nice components.
Altogether, it looks like it'd be like a $30 game.
$19.95.
I was off.
$19.95 for this game.
Way off.
Nice components, nice everything. There's a whole line of these 2-player games that are little strategy games. We don't have Lost Cities in right now, but we do have the board game.
Where did those come from?
But so we have the Rose King and a few other of these little strategy games. But Rose King, I think it's a great little 2-player game. I think if there's a problem with this game, I think it's the math at the end, but that's pretty easy to pick up. It's just a multiplication of itself.
Right.
You can use your phone to keep track of that. I feel taking the tokens off really helps.
Yeah, you can use a little pad of paper as well. You can just throw in a small pad inside with the game.
Yeah, I love the concept of how the cards orientate themselves to the crown so that it's like, oh, here's how I can move. You know, it's really simple to do.
Yeah,
you have
it makes
3 choices.
It makes it less confusing too when you see a card. It kind of like has it all laid out for you.
I think the best kind of little strategy games are the games that are simple, have 2 or 3 rules, and lots of decisions off of those rules. I mean, you have 3 things you can do on your turn, but there's thousands of different possibilities that you can come up with. So that's the Rose King from Cosmos. Get it here at Acropolis. It's $20.
I'll let you know when I beat him.
You are going to be waiting for a long time. I only play games with people that are worth it.
That's a shot to my heart, but all right.
Were you okay with that? Were you okay with Littlefinger dying like that?
You just
Spoilers.
literally ruined the internet.
Yep, man.
You were completely okay with that.
I am okay with it because it's Game of
No,
Thrones.
it's not Game. No, that was not Game of Thrones. That was Lord of the Rings. That was Lord of the Rings. That was Worm Tongue.
It's Game of Thrones,
No,
bro.
No, bro.
It's Game of Thrones, bro.
Lord of the Rings.
Bro.
You filming?
Yes.
Okay.